Yo, what up? It's your boy Chef Hart here. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cooking with Hart. Before we get started, be sure to press that like button, leave a comment, also subscribe if you have not already. Now, we're gonna make a strawberry shortcake pie. Let's get to it. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna get with our crust, okay? We got our boom bow vanilla wafers here, because we don't like vanilla wafers. We're gonna do this with a little bit of melted butter, vanilla, and about a third cup of granulated sugar. If you do not got a food processor at home, that's okay. Do not fret. You can also use like a towel and a rolling pin or whatever you want to use to bang it up. That works too. You're gonna get them to their consistency is something like this. Once they're like this, you're gonna end up adding the butter, the sugar, and the vanilla inside as well. Let's get our cookies. Oh, one more. Mix. Boom. Nice little crumbles, as you see. Just out the way. Bow. Pour them inside. All right. Perfect. Now we'll get our melted butter. All right. 1/3 cup of sugar. Of course, about a cap full of vanilla. Now, if you don't got gloves, that's fine. I don't have any right now either. So what I'm gonna use here is a rubber spatula, just to mix everything together. As I'm mixing it, you'll see it start to get a little clumpy. Everything's gonna come together, just like that. Look at that. The key to crust is, you don't want it to be too thick. You want it to still be thin, but you wanna have walls as well. So I'm doing this, right? I'm gonna add this inside. Everything's incorporated real nicely mixed together, as you see. The butter, sugar, vanilla, and it smells amazing. You can use this with any type of crust you want. You use Oreos, same process. Pretzels, same process. Anything you wanna use, same process, all right? Pour this in here. Some of them you can bake them, other ones you don't have to bake them. This is gonna be a no bake one though, because when I put it in the fridge, it's gonna set for a while, so you'll be fine. Use your hand, get it nice at the bottom. Right. We want walls on this one, right? So you can add a little bit more. So what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna add all of this in here, this butter, my 4 tablespoons, I have a cup of flour, as well as my 3 ounce of instant vanilla pudding mix. Why am I using this? Because when you mix dough, and when you mix flour and butter together, you're essentially just making dough. But the flavor that you're gonna get by adding this vanilla pudding mix is the vanilla pudding. And my butter is softened as well. I'm gonna mix this in here. People always ask me, how often do you how do you get the measurements? Or what's your process for that? When you're doing things, when it comes to like measuring, it's usually trial and error. 9 times out of 10, if I'm being all honest with you, it's trial and error. You're never gonna know what it is unless you figure it out. You always go by taste. And you don't want to make too much of anything, so you add less. But if I had a recipe and I was going to do it and I had measurements for it, maybe 1 cup of this or 1 cup of whatever. If I wanted to half that, I would divide that by 2, and that would give me half of that. That would yield half of whatever the whole, yield would have been initially. Hope that makes sense. So these are coming together. You're getting this nice little crumble texture. It's going to be cool. I'm using a fork because a fork gets it all. You can use your hands too if you want to get a little bit messy. That's cool too. If it doesn't come out the way you want, you can always add a little bit more butter. This is 4 tablespoons right now, so I'm just trying to yield everything together before I, add more. You can always add more, you can never take away. So always add less, less is better. All right, so what I'm gonna do is get this heavy cream. I got a cup of heavy cream into this chilled stand mixer bowl. I'm gonna add this. I chill it because it's cold and it'll keep the shape of the whipped cream that I'm gonna make. Lock this in place. I'm gonna whisk this until it gets to stiff peaks. Now there's stiff peaks, there's medium peaks. Stiff peaks is basically when I can whip the whipped cream together and it's still gonna remain and keep its form. All right. I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla in here as well, about a cap full. Also, add a little bit of powdered sugar in here as well. Turned it lower just so it don't, go everywhere. Get in there. This gonna whisk together real nice. A little bit higher. Usually takes a while. You can do this by hand too, but it's kind of a workout with your hands. So look at my other videos. I probably showed you how to make whipped cream before, but we're gonna use our good old mixer. Thing about whipped cream too is that you don't want to overbeat it either. If you overbeat it, it'll get sloppy and gross. Peaks. Whipped cream is whipped, made, bada boom, bada bang. Look at that. It's finished. I'm gonna take this out and scoop this and put it into another bowl and put this back in the fridge. All right. On to our strawberry crumbles. Now, same thing as the vanilla ones, hear me out, but they're just gonna be a little bit different. Add our gelatin mixture first, the remainder of the flour that we had, and also 4 tablespoons of butter. Use your fingers or also use a fork to crumble those together, get it to the nice crumble consistency. After that, we're gonna add our vanilla ones with our strawberry ones, baking sheet, 350 degrees for 10 minutes. Let them go 5 minutes first, take them out, move them around so they don't stick, and then put them back in there and let them finish off. The consistency is gonna be like cookies. The texture is gonna be like a cookie, which is gonna be perfect for a snack or anything, right? Now, this is the confusing part, so please bear with me because I got confused my damn self. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our cream cheese, a 1/4 cup of vanilla extract, also about a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Add that into the mixture, mix that together until it's smooth. Remember that whipped cream that we had? We're gonna take 1/2 of that and we're gonna fold that into it. But this is the part, before you do that, make sure you take out 1/2 of the cream cheese mixture and put it to the side. It's gonna be used to make our strawberry version too. So with 1/2 of the cream cheese mixture, 1/2 of the whipped cream folded together, that's gonna be your base, the white part at the bottom, right? Because remember, strawberry shortcake is white and pink. Let that do its thing. After that, do the same thing. You're gonna get a 1/3 cup of boiling water, pour the gelatin mixture in there. Once that's in there and the powder dissolves, take it out, fold it in with the cream cheese, fold in the whipped cream, and that's how you're gonna get your strawberry filling. Pour it on top. I had it offset, I put it together, smoothing it out, put it back in the fridge, let it sit. Now, this is the thing, let it sit overnight is preferably, but I did it for an hour or two, still came out great. Added my crumbles on top and everything. I put strawberries as well, a little bit of lime zest to top it off, and bada boom, bada bing, that was it. Now, I had 2 of these that I made. I just chose to present this one before the other one. The other one I want to keep for myself. Ha! All right, enjoy. Look at that, it's all nice and pink. Add a little bit of lime zest in there as well, just to, bring out the sweetness of the strawberries. Also, send this to somebody who likes strawberries, number one. Send it to somebody who you want them to make it for you for. Send this to somebody that you want to make it for you, right? Right. And then send it to somebody who, who has a sweet tooth. Thank y'all for tuning in.